Am I good to go? Okay. Chicago, the Windy City. A city where possibilities never seem to cease. Chicago is an authentic, promising city with fun activities to do. I go to Chicago every year to visit my family, and I love seeing the beautiful sights the city has to offer. Chicago has many features, including 1, Millennium Park, 2, the Chicago Theater, and as well as 3, city-side Segway tours. Millennium Park opened to the public on July 16, 2004. Construction began in 1998. It took 16 years of hard work from various contributors to be able to build this landmark successfully. Since then, the popularity of the development of the area has contributed to Millennium Park becoming the second most popular attraction in Illinois, which is pretty impressive. Cloud Gate, which is more famously known as the Bean, created by Anish Kapoor, is made up of 200 stainless steel plates and weighs in about 100 tons. And here is a picture of the Bean, and the picture doesn't do it quite justice for how big it is. It's incredibly big. And it's really cool because you can look at it from a frontal view and you can see the skyline in it. Visitors love to look at and take pictures into the Bean because if you go inside of it, you can see yourself and everybody else, and it's a lot of fun. It actually is now one of Chicago's signature landmarks. The Chicago Theater, which since 1921 is called the Wonder Theater of the World, has 200 plus theaters to choose from, which definitely gives the public some options. Choose Chicago says you can find everything from Broadway world premieres to edgy original plays. So there is absolutely something for every type of person. Even if you think you aren't necessarily a person who would go see a play, I promise I didn't think I was either, and I loved them. Chicago offers productions on any given day or night, so it's incredibly easy to accommodate it into your schedule, and it's so worth it. Some of the most popular plays shown in Chicago are Wicked, $1 Million Quartet, The Blue Man Group, Jersey Boys, and so much more. And here's an actual picture of the actual Chicago Theater, one of the 200 plus theaters. And here's a picture inside of it with it all lit up. It's immaculate. It's so beautiful when you really look at it. I assure you that seeing a play in Chicago will enlighten you to another side of culture, and it's worth every penny. Want to see the city in a new light? Try considering a Segway tour of Chicago. Here's a picture of a group of people who decided to take a Segway tour. Clearly they look like they're having a lot of fun. This is a picture by Buckingham Fountain, which is one of the most popular sites of the tour that you will probably stop by depending on which tour you choose. This one is the most common out of all of them. I have done a Segway tour 3 times now, and I think it's an active and creative way to cruise around Chicago, and it's actually a lot of fun. They are easy to learn how to ride, and they offer lessons right before you take the tour. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and they obviously teach you how to go left, right, front, and back, and they teach you how to navigate around so you can ride around Chicago successfully with no mishaps. Segway tours give newcomers, as well as Chicago veterans, a new way to embrace all the amazing sights that Chicago has. There are so many different tours to choose from, which equals variety. So say there's this one tour that has a stop that you really don't care too much to see. Another one I'm sure has a different site and has all the other ones that you did want to see. So basically you can see Chicago in any way you like, which is pretty unique for a tour that they give. Some highlights you may come across on the tour are the lakefront / Monroe Harbor, which is Lake Michigan, the Shedd Aquarium and Oceanarium, I think I'm saying that right, which is a great place to take kids. I used to go with my baby cousins and they absolutely love it. The atmosphere and the animals, they're really fun, and it's a good thing to do in the afternoon with your family. Soldier Field, home of the Chicago Bears, where they play football. Yeah, I see you're rubbing that. It's a really unique stadium, and they have sculptures all around it. It's really fun to look at, and if you're a fan of football, obviously, it's a good place to go. And you can also view the Chicago's world-class skyline, which, to say the least, is a priceless picture. So, whether you visit Millennium Park, or be inspired by the theater, or even take a ride through the city in style, Chicago will enlighten your world. Chicago is a place that people go to indulge themselves with culture, and I promise you won't leave there without experiencing that. So when visiting Chicago, remember that there is so much to offer and expose yourself to in this city. And hopefully at the end of your trip, you will leave longing for another chance to visit Chicago.